I'm focused, man.
Hey, Mike Tyson here speaking with the cannabis man over here. Yo, cannabis, your main objective out here is to do nothing but eat them seeds for lunch, breakfast. Hey, man, they've been playing me all my life, man. You know, I won a title a couple of times, did right, but they can't hurt us, man. We gonna do it. Get up in this ring, man, put on these gloves, let me show you the hand.
So I'ma let the world know the truth. You don't want me to shine, you study my rhyme, then you laser vocals at the mind. That's a pit move, something that a rapper would do. So when you say that you platinum, you only dropping clues. I studied your background, read the book that you wrote, researched your footnotes about how you used to sniff, fronting like a drug-free role model. You disgust me. I know this if to see you smoke years recently. You walk around showing off your body cause it sells. Plus to avoid the fact that you ain't got scales. Mad at me cause I kick that bitch real niggas fail. While 99% of your fans wear high heels. From Ice-T to Kumo D to Jay-Z. Now you wanna fuck with me? You must be crazy. You dripping with whack juice and you can't get it off. You better be prepared to finish what you start.
Yo, cannabis, man, what's up, man? I caught you active out here to do nothing but eat them seeds for lunch, breakfast. Hey, man, they've been playing me all my life, man. You know, I won a title a couple of times, did right, but they can't hurt us, man. We gonna do it. Get up in this ring, man, put on these gloves, let me show you the hand.
So I'ma let the world know the truth. You don't want me to shine, you study my rhyme, then you laser vocals at the mind. That's a pit move, something that a rapper would do. So when you say that you platinum, you only dropping clues. I studied your background, read the book that you wrote, researched your footnotes about how you used to sniff, fronting like a drug-free role model. You disgust me. I know this if to see you smoke years recently. You walk around showing off your body cause it sells. Plus to avoid the fact that you ain't got scales. Mad at me cause I kick that bitch real niggas fail. While 99% of your fans wear high heels. From Ice-T to Kumo D to Jay-Z. Now you wanna fuck with me? You must be crazy. You dripping with whack juice and you can't get it off. You better be prepared to finish what you start. Get out my way, man. Yo,
cannabis, man, you gotta hit harder than that, man. You don't want no kid that's hanging out with me, man. We're warriors, man. When we go into battle, we come out or don't come out at all.
Yo, you better give me the respect that I deserve, or I'ma take it by force. Blast you with a foot, you know, make you somersault, shock you with a couple 100,000 ball thunderbolts before you won in the war. Now you wanna talk? It's about who strikes the hardest, not who strikes first. That's why I laugh when I hear that whack at first. That was the worst rhyme I ever heard in my life, cause the greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th.
You wanna sit low on my living room floor, play Nintendo with Seasonino. Pick up my phone, say Papa not home. Sex all night, mad head in the moon. Spin my weed, smoke all my weed, tattoo on. You say it B.I.G. Now check it. You wanna be my man squeeze, baby? Don't you? You wanna give me what I need, baby? Won't you? Picture life as my wife. Just think. Full left, make fat X and all links. Bracelets to match. Conversation was all that. Showed you the safe combinations and all that. Guess you could say you's the one I trusted. Who would ever think that you would spread like mustard? Got hot, you sent feds to my spot. Took me to court, tried to take all I got. Another intricate plot. The said I raped her. Damn, why she wanna stick me for my paper? My Moschino off my Versace hottie. Come to find out, you was everybody. You knew about me, the fake ID. Cases in Virginia, body in DC. Whoa, always me, that's what I get for tricking. Came out on bail, commenced to kicking, licking the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Disrespect my clique, my imperial. Around and made a milk box material. You feel me? Sucking, running your lips cause of you. I want some real.
Let the grab a seat, grab on your as it's get deep, deeper than a 6 feet. Stiff, feel sweet in this little petite. street, guaranteed to stay down. Used to bring work out of town on Greyhound, now I'm billboard bound. Press to hit it, play me like a chicken, thinking I'm pressed to get it. Rather lose a killing in the stick up jokes, or rather count a million while you eat my. Push me to the limit, get my feelings in it, get me open while I'm putting down your throat. You wanna be my main squeeze, don't you? You wanna lick between my knees, don't you? Wanna see me whipping your three down the air, blow up spots because I'm mad. Break up with fears, lick shots in the air. You get vexed and start singing everywhere. Me shifty, now you wanna pistol with me. Pull out your nine while I cop on mine. Now what? I ain't got time for this, so what? I'm not trying to hear that.
It's Mark Madness, man.
I'm focused, man.
It's Mark Madness. Rest in peace, Biggie Smalls, man. Greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th. All right. This is Coffee and Charts. Live on Nadex. Where are we? Volume 79. All right, so we're going to get into some live market observation here. And Y'all trip. I guess I do got a little bit of DJ skills, huh? Oh man. All right, well, welcome everyone. So yeah, man, folks forgot about cannabis. I don't know how. Cannabis is on a whole nother level. Hassan, what's up, man? I see you. He said, yeah, y'all are nuts. Y'all are nuts. All right, so we're doing an observation on Nadex to end the week off. So today's Friday. It's March 10th, actually. Yesterday was March 9th. So because I wasn't on yesterday, I did that little tribute today for Notorious B.I.G. Had a little cannabis in there. Yeah, man, that's what we do. Music is definitely part of the TA culture. If you don't know, now you know. So get your latte, your iced coffee, hot coffee, espresso, whatever you got. And we're going to look at some charts while sipping on our coffee. This is Coffee and Charts. Absolutely. All right, so this is the Nadex platform for those who may be unfamiliar with what these charts are that you're looking at on the screen. Shout out to all the trolls. And before y'all ask, Mark, why you wearing shades in the house? It's because the future is so bright. Yes, indeed. In fact, the future is too bright. So we have here on Nadex the ability to trade. And really what we're doing is we're applying our skill in the market on this particular platform. That's what we're actually doing. I'm actually going to take my shades off so I can see shit. No. Might be too bright. Yeah, see, the shades actually help with all the brightness coming from lane. I got lights and I got the laptop bright as hell. Yeah, man, it's a lot. But anyway, so what we're able to do here on this platform is simply remarkable. And for those of you that have been following the content that I've been putting out, I am in the middle of releasing videos for actually multiple projects. And they're not really projects. They're really just what we do. I kind of want to stop calling these projects because it's really not a project. It's really just the norm. Like ROI is something that we're used to. What do I mean by that? Well, we start with $100 on Nadex. On the other platform that we use called QUOTEX, we start with $75. And we take those very small amounts of money and we apply our skill in the market on the platform. And we consistently profit from trade to trade. What this allows us to do is to scale up the size of the trades. And in the process of doing that, we're compounding the account. So what we're doing in essence is we're using our skill to compound the account. We're using our skill to build the account. We're using our skill to be profitable from the trades that we end up taking. And this is the essence and the definition of professional trading. And this is why I can boldly say that professional trading is the most profitable asset class, period. I don't have to sit here and debate with anybody about it. Oh no, real estate outperforms that. No, it doesn't. Crypto outperforms that. No, it doesn't. Uh-oh. See? Here's where this is why I get people mad at me. What do you mean? Crypto was the best performing asset class in existence. It is until you put professional trading in the midst. Then it's not. And I want to be clear with what I'm saying. I'm not saying trading. I'm saying professional trading. There's a difference. We're talking about a skill set being applied to the market over and over again on a trading platform. Let me repeat that. A set of skills being applied over and over again on a trading platform. That is what professional trading is. Everyone is not trading professionally. In fact, 99% of everyone is not trading professionally. There's a very small percentage of people who trade professionally. What am I saying? Are you profitable? Are you consistently profitable? I don't mean winning a trade here and there. See, people like to get into arguments about what performs better. Nothing performs better than skill set. Like, what are we talking about? Nothing can outperform your skill set in the market. And what's so crazy is that blanket statements are made when it comes to the investment world. people like to say stuff like, oh, crypto outperforms real estate. You know, real estate outperforms crypto. Real estate outperforms stocks. Stocks outperform real estate. Stocks outperform crypto. Stock options outperform crypto. Crypto outperforms stock options. Crypto outperforms stocks. And you can say any one of those and be correct at the time, because it all depends on who is in the asset class and what they're doing. For some people who are trading stocks, their performance outperforms other people trading crypto. So what are you comparing? If you're comparing the entire asset class, that helps to narrow down what a person is capable of doing. But it doesn't mean that that's what you'll do just because you're in the asset class. We're going to dig a little deep into it. Let's dig a little deep. For you to say crypto outperforms stocks, is that accurate? And it depends on what you're using. If you're using the measurement of what actual instruments or cryptos, like say, so for example, if you take Bitcoin and you take Ethereum and you take other cryptos and you take those and you compare them to individual stocks, let's say Tesla and Amazon, right? Or let's say that you compare them to indexes. You compare them to the Nasdaq or the S&P 500. Now you can compare them as far as that goes because you're comparing the individual performance of each thing. So you're taking Bitcoin's performance over a period of time, comparing that to another thing over a period of time. So in this example, if we're using stocks, if you're comparing Bitcoin to Tesla over a period of time, Bitcoin outperforms. And again, using the time frame that you're using, because you can use different time frames and you can have different performances, right? So it depends on the time frame that you're using. And the reason that I'm even talking about this and doing this is because I want to make it clear that when I say professional trading is the most powerful and the most profitable asset class, you're not going to be able to argue with me about it. You're just not. Because regardless of how you try to compare anything to professional trading wins. Because nothing can outperform your skill set. Here's another thing. We know that things happen in the overall economy, right? Like recessions. We know recessions come. And recessions are just basically when the value of things decrease and the prices of things that you have to buy increases. So in a recession, you'll have inflation high and the value of things going down. Stuff costs more money, but you making less money. That's what a recession is. You have things like a pandemic. COVID came and tore shit up. For many industries, for many markets, they were impacted by COVID, without a doubt. There was an effect on the performance of markets as a result of COVID. In fact, the day that Bitcoin had dropped below $4,000, when I did that video in the car, that's what I mean. That was as a result of COVID. So the pandemic had an effect on everything. It had an effect on the stock market. It had an effect on crypto. But guess what it did not have an effect on? Take a guess. And I can prove that to you because during that same time, in fact, on the same day when the stock market crashed and Bitcoin fell below $4,000, I had multiple trades that day. And each one of them produced more than 25% in ROI. So let's just say 20%. Let's just say I earned 20% ROI that day. How was I able to earn a profit at all on a day when the markets were rocked? You had the biggest stock market crash since 1929, and you had Bitcoin fall below $4,000. On that same day, I was able to enter into a trade, actually more than one, and earn more than 20% ROI. So you tell me, if professional trading is an asset class, and it is, because what's the asset? The asset is your skill set. See, I don't need people to, oh, it's not officially an asset class. I don't care what you say or what you think. It's something that exists that people actually can do. Therefore, it's valid. You can right now open up an account on Nadex. You can right now open up an account on TD Ameritrade or any of these trading platforms. You can open up an account on Robinhood. So because you can open up an account regardless of who you are, right? Open up an account, make a deposit, and start trading. Because you're able to do that, it counts. How could it not count? So if I'm able to open up an account on Nadex and I have skill in the market and I can earn a profit when I actually enter into trades on the platform based on my skill set, that's valid. You can't exclude that. Oh, well, trading technically isn't an asset class. I don't give a shit that you say that, because the bottom line is that I'm able to outperform whatever it is that you're doing. I don't care what you're trading. In fact, I don't care what you're investing in. See, this is another thing. There is a difference between trading and investing, and people don't know the difference. You think you trade in crypto. Y'all think that y'all are trading crypto? Even what I'm doing now with Hex, I'm not trading Hex. See, y'all don't understand what things are, and because you lack understanding, you go through making the wrong assumptions, and you ultimately go through making the wrong decisions. Any of y'all out there trying to trade Bitcoin, trying to trade Ethereum, y'all are trying to time actual trades in these markets? Is that what y'all are doing? What are y'all doing? Are y'all day trading these things? I don't understand. So stop saying you trading them, because you're not trading them. And if you're trying to trade them, that's when you get rocked. See? So any of y'all out there trying to trade these things, you are definitely out of the loop completely. You don't trade Bitcoin. How many times have I said this in the past? See, this is another thing too. People try to breeze over things that I've said. No. I did a whole podcast talking about buying Bitcoin every week. How much Bitcoin would you have at this point if you've just been buying it every week consistently? How much Bitcoin would you have accumulated over time? Because remember that Bitcoin right now is in a bear move that came down. It's in one of the cycles where there's been a drop, and who knows, it could drop even further. But the thing about it is that these are long-term plays, so who cares? See, when you're looking at these things the right way, you don't care about all of the short-term things that go on, because you know ultimately what it is that you're trying to do within the asset class. If crypto was an asset class, then why are you trying to trade it? Uh-oh. Why are you trying to trade it? Folks out here confused. So I'm saying that to say this. The bottom line is that in crypto, you have an opportunity to position yourself within different coins. And the more aware and the more understanding that you have about cycles, meaning bear cycles and bull cycles, in other words, periods of time where the market is moving lower and then periods of time where the market is moving higher. If you understand these cycles, then you can position yourself during cycles when the market is moving lower, because that's where opportunities are. The opportunity is not when the market is going up. And because the majority of people don't know how to do that, the solution would just be, well, just buy it every week. That way you don't have to try to figure out what these cycles are, what these cycles mean. It doesn't make a difference because you'll average out a position in the asset. You got to stop playing around and pay attention. The whole purpose of buy Bitcoin every week is to average out a position. It's not about, oh, I bought Bitcoin at this price and then I sold it at that price. That's not the real opportunity in Bitcoin. The real opportunity in Bitcoin literally would be, well, how many Bitcoin do you have? You'd like, are you following? The opportunity in Ethereum would be, well, how many Ethereum do you have? How much do you have of the asset? Because you don't understand cycles, so you can't really utilize that part of it. And really, the majority of you guys have been exposed to these words and the terminology because you've been watching me. You hear me say bull cycle, bear cycle, and break it down. And now you start to understand. See, with the whole hex opportunity, I'm talking about it in detail now so that you are clear on what we're actually doing. We're in a bear cycle with that asset, which means that this is the opportunity that you could have had at the beginning of Ethereum. Same opportunity. There's a difference between investing and trading. So us positioning ourselves in hex is not trading. I don't care about the short-term moves that hex has. When hex go to $1, I ain't gonna care. Hex is gonna go to $5. I'm not gonna care. It'll go to 10. It'll go to 20, 50. And the thing is, we're positioned at the beginning of it. So when that happens, we're already in position. Do y'all see where the opportunity is? Are you paying attention? See, you set that up and you just leave it alone. You don't try to, we're not trading it. I don't look at that every day. The only thing I do is make money from trading and then use Bitcoin and send it to my wallet. I exchange it for Ethereum and then I buy more hex. That's all I'm doing right now. I'm just buying more hex with trading profits. So mind you, check out what's happening. I'm using professional trading to finance my position in crypto. Wow. Who's doing that? How many of y'all doing that? Y'all see what TeamAlliance is. This is not to be played with. Let me repeat that. I'm using professional trading to finance my position in crypto. So literally my whole position in crypto is risk-free. Come on, man. Come on. It's risk-free. One of the video series that I'm doing right now for QUOTEX, mind you, I finished it. I just haven't released all the videos. I think now we're up to video 6, but I have 6 more videos coming after that. Started with $75, and ultimately the account ends up being worth more than $600. And at that level, when you have that account up over $600, you're now in position earning $150 a trade. $150 is twice as much as what you started with in the account. And people want to argue with me about other asset classes being better than trading, or I should say professional trading, because we do professional trading. We're profitable. We're able to leverage our skill and scale up our account. We're able to start with a small amount of money and build that up to put our account in position to produce income forever after. So just think about what I just said. You build up the account, put it in position on the first trade where you make a withdrawal, you earn twice as much as you started with in the account to begin with. So on the first trade, you earn 200%. Are y'all listening to me? Your first trade after your account's in position is 200% of what you started with.
I'm focused, man.
But you want to argue about another asset class being better than what I'm doing. Stop, man. Stop.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
If you mad, then get the skill. Don't get mad at me. Don't get upset with me. Get the same skill that you see me apply and demonstrate over and over again. That's what you need to do. Don't get upset with me because you're not able to do it. Because that's what folks be doing. They get mad at me talking about, oh, well, how many of your students are doing it? How many of your students are able to do that? The students that apply the training are able to do it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I have students that send me their videos consistently. I have students that have blown out and had to start over. And there's no shame in that. You're in the process of building up a skill set that is going to last you forever. So you're working out all of the things that would put you, or I should say, cause you to deviate from the process that you're learning. You're learning how to deal with all of that shit and get it out of here. You're learning how to overcome all of your emotions and all of your things that you got to deal with. You're learning how to get it up out of here. All of that has to get up out of here in order for you to just be focused and apply the skill that you're learning. So don't ask me questions about how many students and which students is doing what. Don't ask me that. Because it's a process that they're learning. The same process that anyone would be learning. That's like saying, well, how many of you guys that went to medical school are, rated as the best doctors? How many of them are rated as the best doctors? You got plenty of doctors. That don't mean that they're rated to be the best one. They all went to and were trained. They went to school, right? They got their degree. They got their license to perform medicine or whatever was the requirement. They went through the process, right? And they're a doctor now. They may not be the best one, but they're a doctor. So it's ridiculous the way that people see things, because they try to make it seem like it's something that it's not. Don't try to make professional trading seem like it's not something that it is. Professional trading is a viable occupation, but you need to be trained to become a professional trader. That's your problem. You don't want to get the training. You want to become a doctor without going to school. Get out of here. No one becomes a doctor without going to school. You got to go to medical school. No, I'm going to just read some books and I'm going to watch some YouTube videos and I'll become a doctor. Okay. You keep thinking that. So it's ridiculous. But I'm only bringing this up and pointing this out because this is the dumb shit that comes across my desk when people are in my DMs. Just stop it. This is interesting. You know what you call the student who finishes last in their class in medical school? You call them MD. They have the same, what's the word I'm looking for? Credential as the dude that finished first in their class or top of their class. Don't matter if you finish at the top or the bottom of the class. You were in the class. Come on, man. So you the dude that want to get a medical license, but you didn't go to school. You want to become a doctor, but you didn't go to medical school. Come on, just stop, man. Just stop. That doesn't happen anywhere in the world. So why would that happen here? You think just because it's not structured the same exact way that it's not the same thing? It is the same thing. Anything in life that you want to learn, you have to be taught. If you want to learn how to excel at something, then you have to be taught by someone who excels at it. Period. Because if you go off trying to learn it on your own, you're on your own. That don't mean that you'll excel at it. You might, but I doubt it. Because you're going to get frustrated as soon as you have to deal with yourself. And you always have to deal with yourself. People ain't prepared to deal with the markets and how they move and all the movement that goes on and all this shit that they be seeing. Somebody look at one of these charts and they be like, man, I don't know what I'm looking at. It was going up and then it turned around and now it's going down. Man, the markets are crazy. The markets are wild. See, what you're saying is that you can't make any sense out of the movement. That's what you're saying. And it's cool. I understand. It takes time to learn how to understand market movement. It does. And this is why you have to be trained to understand it. See, why does that get you upset? I don't understand why people get mad at that. You mad because you have to be trained to do something? I don't understand that. Why are you upset about that? Oh, you're just on here trying to sell your training. I'm actually on here teaching you more outside of the training than you'll learn in the training. But you're so far away from where you need to be, you don't even know that. All of the stuff that I talk about and that I show, even what I'm doing right now. Do you see what I'm doing right now in this chart? You see how I'm plotting these lines? You see these vertical lines going across? I know exactly what I'm doing. You have no clue what I'm doing. You don't know why I'm putting these lines there. You don't know why this green box is here. You don't know why I keep moving this box. Yeah, he keeps moving the box over. I wonder what he's Why is he doing that? He's moving over that box. And what do those lines mean? This is how we make sense out of the market. This is how we make sense out of what we're looking at. This is how we make sense out of trades when we ultimately end up being in a trade. It's all part of the observation process. That's why this is a live market observation. Now, mind you, look at all the things that I'm showing you in the observation. This is a lot of information right here. Just what I'm doing on the chart. And mind you, I'm doing this as I'm talking to you. While I'm talking to you, I'm doing this automatically. I'm not even thinking about it. I don't even have to think. This shit is natural. It's second nature. I don't even have to think about this. I'm looking at the chart, talking to you. Looking at the chart, talking to you. Draw a line, talk to you. Move the box, talk to you. I'm doing both. How? Skill. And this is why y'all stay mad. You mad because you can't do what I'm doing. But you can do what I'm doing, but you're going to have to do what I'm doing. That'll catch up to you. See what I'm saying? You can do what I'm doing, but you got to do what I'm doing. I know. I'll be pissing these folks off, man. But it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, let me come over to the comments. I see funny shit already over here. Oh man. That's it. Don't hate the player, hate the game. People love talking to me about 20% a year in the stock market. Right. When we earn 29% on our first trade. Mm-mm-mm. 29% on our first trade. Like, stop. Stop, man. Just stop. Hating from outside the club. Yeah, we see, and that's what it is. We dealing with X's. We are dealing with X's over here. Yeah, get up out of here. Stop. Just stop. And I like this. Not everyone started at the same time. I'm able to run the race with someone in the same place as me, get advice from someone ahead of me, and give advice to those just starting out. Ooh. That's hard. Pass the baton. There it is. And that right there is the answer. That right there is TA. Exactly. Not that it's a competition, but that's the dynamic that we have here. Bingo. I couldn't have said it better myself. Yep. Yeah, it is. Trading is the system that we run off, and it's definitely not going anywhere. And the thing about trading is that you can trade all day. You can trade forever, but that doesn't mean that you'll be able to trade at the professional level. You need training to trade at a professional level. You have to be trained to understand market movement. You have to be trained and conditioned to develop and elevate your mindset. You don't do that by yourself. You just don't. Because if you could do it by yourself, you would have done it already. People love to tell me that shit. Oh, I could do it out myself. All right. So why are you not already there? Tell me. Why are you not there already if you can do it yourself? How old are you? 32? You had 32 years to figure it out. You're not there yet. Why not? You could do it yourself. Come on, man. That's it. Yes, indeed. What's happening, Richard? Richard popped in. Said what's up to everybody. Shawnee's on the vibe heavy. Y'all know I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about Institute, literally. And there he go, putting it right out in the universe. T is an institution at this point. It is. It is. Right. Teach, give advice, mentor, answer DMs at 2:30 a.m. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. Yes. 2018, 2017, 2019, 2020. TeamAlliance is a professional trading community. That's a fact. And obviously it's a very small one, because most of y'all don't know what the hell y'all doing and y'all losing. Most of y'all out there losing. The scariest part about those of you that are losing in trading, y'all losing in your investments too. Y'all are losing with investing. And it's like, well, damn, how do you mess that up? You can mess that up because you're trying to trade what you should be investing in. Uh-oh. I've been told y'all, I don't trade crypto. Stop trying to trade crypto. That's an asset class that is designed for you to invest in long term. Same way that you would invest in the stock market long term. Stop trying to trade stocks. This is not, see, asset classes is exactly that. It's places where you're parking your money in order to capitalize on the appreciation and value of the asset. That's how real estate is designed. That's how the stock market is designed. That's how crypto is designed. Y'all are confused because y'all keep seeing the price moves. You don't understand it. Oh, Bitcoin did a 200x. This coin did a 1000x. That coin did a 5000x. This one is 100x. Yeah, but you trying to time those X's. You can't time those X's. The only way that you can capitalize off of these assets is by positioning yourselves in the asset. And that's what you don't know how to do. See, you don't know how to position yourself in an asset. That's your problem. It's just like somebody buying a house because they like how the house looks. But if you're in real estate investing, you're not buying the aesthetic of the house. You're only in that deal because the deal is profitable. It's about profitable. So you might buy an ugly ass house, look nasty, but you're able to buy the house, rehab the house, and be and able to ultimately put the house in position to rent out, and then the rent pays for the debt service on the house. Or I should say pays for the debt service on the house and pays you so that the money that you used to borrow to even get into the deal is paid back. So you ended up not coming out of your pocket with any of your own money. That's how you invest in real estate. Deals. Profitable deals. It ain't about how the house look. Oh, you bought that ugly house? I'm a real estate investor. I don't give a shit how the house look. I don't even know how the house look. How about that? I don't even know how to or care how the house looks. This is the price. This is what I'm able to buy that. This is how much it'll cost to bring it up to standard. And this is how much money I'm going to collect in rent. Those are the numbers that you need to be concerned about. See what I'm saying? You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea because you thinking that, oh, it's a nice house. That's not why someone buys the house, dummy. Learn, man, learn. Learn before you start talking. There you go. Exactly. Store value, and that's why you don't sell. Bingo. Bingo. And this is why you want to position yourself in an asset early. This is where the cycles come in. The bear cycles. People want to buy in the bull cycle. You know I ain't lying. How many people was talking about buying Bitcoin when it was 50,000? Everybody. I had people hit me on Facebook. Oh, hey, Mark, I'm buying some Bitcoin. I'm like, well, I was telling you to buy Bitcoin when it was 4,000. Like, you just buying it? This is what I'm thinking. I'm like, you just starting to buy it? I was telling you to buy 2 years ago. Yeah, this is true. They don't know what they don't know. And what's crazy is that there's also a lot of good information out there, but people don't pay attention. And because they don't pay attention, they'll miss out on the real information that can help them to change everything in their life. They'll miss out on it. Yep. There you go. There you go. Follow the smart money. Ooh, follow the Mark money. Come on now. Yeah, man. Yeah. When anything of value, goes on sale, Bitcoin is just the most recent one. And now there's another one. And you don't got to believe me. Oh, well, Mark, how can you say Hex is the next Bitcoin? Because I've done my research. And I know what it is. At this point, I clearly see as things happen and as the future continues to move, I can definitely see. It's like, how can you not see when you already have awareness of what things are? Now it's just a matter of waiting. It's like I've been waiting for a Hex. I've been waiting for a long time for a Hex because in other words, Bitcoin 2.0. Because in my mind, I'm like, man, even though I'm participating in Bitcoin, I missed the beginning of Bitcoin, and that's when the real wealth was created. But it's going to happen again, and I got to be ready, and I got to be prepared when it does. That was always in the back of my mind, and I just waited, and then boom, here it is. And I love it because people that don't see and understand what things are won't see the opportunity when it's right in front of them. They just won't. It's like it's hidden in plain sight. And they just don't see it. And I'm like, see, that's why the wealth that is coming is not for you, because you're not seeing and it's right here in front of you. You understand what I'm saying? It's like you have to have foresight, meaning that you're seeing what's going to happen before it happens. And I don't mean, oh, well, do you know what price is going up to, Mark? No, I don't. And I don't care. I'm going to let the market do that. None of y'all knew what Bitcoin was going to do in price. None of y'all knew what Ethereum was going to do in price. But that didn't stop multi-millionaires from being created who were in those cryptos at the beginning. It didn't stop that, did it? You also had those that sold off along the way and just got rid of their whole bag way too early. There's people that bought Ethereum at $1. Some of them sold it all at $20, $30. That didn't stop the price from going to 200. It didn't stop the price from going to 2,000. So this is what I mean about having foresight. If you know that it's an asset and you know that it's valuable and you know that it is what it is, it takes time for others to become aware of what it is. And because it takes that time, you're thinking that nothing is happening throughout that time. That's not true. A lot is happening throughout that time. What's happening is people are becoming aware. People are finding out about it. Next thing you know, people start to talk. Oh, did you hear about this new thing called Bitcoin? Did you hear about this thing called Ethereum? Now we at a point, people will be saying, did you hear about this new crypto called Hex? Watch. 2-3 years from now, watch. People will be saying that. Did you hear about this new thing, this new crypto called Hex? And mind you, 2-3 years from now, it'll be 6 years old. But because they're just finding out about it, it's new to them. This is how humans work. This is how everything works around us. So just because it's taking however long for people to become aware of it, it doesn't change the value of what it is. Doesn't change that. Just like as we move forward, you'll start seeing stores, different places accepting crypto. There's some places that accept it now. Matter of fact, if you have a Coinbase account, you can get the card, and you literally can connect it to any one of the cryptos that you have in your wallet and spend it. I spend Bitcoin all the time. Not a lot of it, but I connect it to my little card. I can spend the Bitcoin in the store. No one knows. Nobody knows I'm doing that. But this is the technology that's behind it. This is the underlying technology. That's where the value is. So these things have already been created. They're already established and in place. And when you understand the cycles in the markets and you understand when something comes along, how it has its own value based on the functionality of it and what it is problem solving. Because I talked about this on the Hex Volume 1. If y'all didn't check that out, it was the last live I did called Let's Talk About Hex, baby. Y'all need to watch that. Because as you become more and more familiar with things, shit just starts making more sense. It's just like how, I mean, like, let's just use what we do with professional trading as an example. This is established. The protocol that we use on TeamAlliance is established already. The skill set that we're building and building up is already here. I'm not figuring out new stuff and then teaching y'all that. I'm literally taking my time and breaking down all of the stuff that I've already taught you and making it more and more easier for you to comprehend it and to understand it. So I literally spend my time trying to simplify it further for you. so that when someone new comes in, they can come right in, boom, and get right to it. And it's like, wow, there's hundreds of videos, but you're telling me to only watch these two? Yeah. Because it took hundreds of videos to get to where we are right now. This is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. It took hundreds and hundreds of videos, hundreds and hundreds of live trainings. It took all of that to get the skill where it is now, where someone can come into TA and acquire the foundation right away. You're not figuring out nothing. All you're doing is coming in and you're absorbing the information from the videos. You're able to ask questions, engage in the group chat, get questions answered, watch recordings of people that are doing it right now in real time. Of course, you're going to watch my recordings because I do this all the time on multiple platforms. I'm trading on 2 different platforms that don't have nothing to do with each other. Nadex ain't got nothing to do with QUOTEX and vice versa. Yet profitable on both. ROI on each one. That's what these videos are that I'm putting out now are about. I'm showing you, look, Nadex, we had 109% ROI in 5 trades. That's a little crazy. 109%. Matter of fact, let me see if that's the actual number. Is it? Let me look at the last video for Nadex. 108%, excuse me. Yeah, 108% in 5 trades. Scaling up from $100 on Nadex. 108%. That's 2x. 2x in 5 trades. You trade once a week, that's 5 weeks. How many of you earn 108% on anything in a year? This is why there's no match for professional trading. This is what I'm trying to show y'all. It's unmatched. It's not even close. It ain't even close. It's not close to anything. That's not to say that everything else is garbage, because it's not. That's like me saying, oh, well, professional trading is better than the stock market, so fuck the stock market. No, the stock market is not even designed for you to trade. Your success coming from the stock market will be you investing and having long-term, the long play. That's how you're going to build wealth through the stock market. The same thing with crypto. Through the long play. Stop trying to trade it. But some things are designed to be traded. Binaries. They were designed for you to trade them. But you can only profitably trade them by having skill in the market and knowing what the movement means. And that's where the skill comes in. That's where the training comes in. See? And that's the part that you don't like. Don't get mad that you have to be trained to do something the right way. You should be glad that the training is even there. Nadex been around since 2009, I think. You didn't always have me around. You didn't always have somebody breaking down market behavior and showing you how the movement of the market applies to the binary. You didn't always have that. So you were there on your own. And that's even if you wanted to trade on the platform. You probably were scared to trade. Oh, binaries are scary. You can lose all your money on one trade. Yeah, because you don't know what you're doing, clearly. But what happens when you start small and build up your account and scale up just by being consistent and profitable? What happens then? How much did you risk? See, this is another reason why I always start with 100, because if you started with $100, that's all you ever had at risk to begin with. Oh, I built my account up from 100 to 1,000 and then I lost. All right, well, how much did you actually lose? Think about it. You only had $100 at risk the whole time. So we reverse engineer it. Instead of you trying to leverage 1,000, don't start with 1,000. Why you start with 1,000 if you can't turn 100 into 1,000? Start with 100. You turned it into 1,000. All right, cool. Be cool. Keep your cool and keep going. Oh, you can't keep going? Why? Because you was lucky? Oh, okay, my bad. So you got lucky and turned 100 into 1,000. All right, I get it. All right, so maybe you should actually get some training. Because it shouldn't be luck that got you from 100 to 1,000. It should be skill that got you there. The same skill that'll get you from that 1,000 to 5,000. Which means that you really went from 100 to 5,000. Y'all with me? Skill. That's what you want. You don't want luck. I don't want to be lucky and I grew my account from 1,000 to 10,000. I grew from 100 to 3,000. I don't give a shit about that if it's luck. It doesn't mean anything if it's luck. Anybody can be lucky, but you can't stay lucky. All right. This is facts. When the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Yep. Yeah, that's a nice name for the cat. Throw up a hex sign. That's funny. When the student is truly ready, the teacher disappears. Lois Zoo. He said, Mark better not go nowhere, though. Oh, that's funny. That is hilarious. Yeah, man. So, I mean, you know, there's a lot to be learned by these folks, man. And I'm like, listen, take the time to learn. Stop thinking that you know every damn thing. And stop thinking that everything out here is trying to scam somebody. Like, that's another thing that is a little annoying. It don't annoy me as much as it used to. That used to really get under my skin. But I'm like, nah, you know what? These people out here calling everything a scam. So don't even make sense to get upset about it. But my thing is, I'm like, well, if everything is out to scam you, then you ain't never going to be successful with nothing. You're just not. Because you literally think everything is a scam. And everything's not a scam. Not only that, the majority, not even the majority of the time, 100% of the time, the reason that you're not successful doing something is because you haven't learned how to do it yet. And your problem is that you likely will never learn how to do it because you have closed yourself off to the process to learn how to do it. So I mean, it's like, what do you expect to happen if you're closing yourself off to the possibility of you actually being able to do it because you learn how to do it? You don't even want to learn how to do it. You rather spend your time arguing or debating with someone who's actually learning how to do something. You want to debate with them about why it ain't gonna work for them. Like, it's crazy. This is the type of shit that these people be doing. And I'm like, yo, you like, get a life. Get a life, man. Because if you keep living your life like that, it's gonna just continue to spiral down for you, pretty much. Yeah, it's a scam because you didn't work at the way you were taught. Excuse me. So that kind of makes you the scammer. No. It didn't work. No, you didn't work. And that's what it is 100% of the time. Like, I mean, it's like I was saying earlier, people want to become a doctor without going to school for it. Like, it's just ludicrous. Yep, it really is. All right, man, I'm starting to get kind of tired. I don't know why I'm getting tired. It's only 3:00. I don't know. Maybe I need to go take a power nap or something and recharge. All right, so I'm out, man. I'm out. This is Mark Madness. This is Live Coffee and Charts on Nadex. And if none of y'all have any further questions, I'm about to bounce. There it is right there. Period. That's it. Like, there ain't no in between. There's nothing. What's in between that? Nothing. Oh, yeah, I need to go sleep, man. I'm about to go take a nap. All right, y'all. So I'm out. I'll see y'all in the next one. And you see that I had my shades off the whole time. Took my shades off the whole time. Yep. All right, y'all. You know what it is. Mark for the TeamAlliance. So this is Coffee and Charts, volume 79 in the bag. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. I'm out. Deuces.
You wanna sit more on my living room floor? Play Nintendo with Seasonino. Pick up my phone, say Papa not home. Sex all night, mad in the moon. Spin my beat, smoke all my weed. Tattoo on you say it B.I.G. Now check it. You wanna be my man squeeze, baby? Don't you? You wanna give me what I need, baby? Won't you? Picture life as my wife. Just think, full left, make